Good afternoon, fam. So sorry that as per usual arrangement, my ass is late. Just want to start out by saying I see my people. Shout out to, let me make this bigger because I don't know when I'm gonna share. Wait, how do I bruh? Now I don't really know why it's not bigger. Oh, there we go. Just wanted to say, first of all, starting out, shout out to my amazing mods. I don't see Emily, but I see Johan and I see old Boney Bird. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Good Sunday. Yes, I did just start streaming. Which I yes, I actually definitely do probably need a haircut. Okay. My hair is getting a little scraggly. So, how's everybody doing on this lovely Sunday? It is very beautiful in New York today. Ceasefire happened between India and Pakistan. Yes, I saw that. I was very happy. Did you guys see that viral video of that little boy in India telling off the reporter? It was so great. He looked like he was like 11. Did you guys? Yeah, first of all, it's amazing news that there is a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. The idea of like, oh, thank you, Boney. Thank you, Don. Hey, Don, how's it going? Good to see everybody in Twitch. Okay. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? I'm very happy to see that there was a ceasefire in India between India and Pakistan because both of them are nuclear armed countries and that would have been a serious and epic disaster. So yeah. And anyway, I was wondering, did you guys see? Oh, you did see it? Yeah, he's from northern India. Okay. Yeah, I want to watch that video. That video was so great. I just love the fact that that kid was like very sure and confident of what he was saying, as he should have been, because what he was saying was correct. And the reporter was like, what? Yes, happy Mother's Day to those who celebrate. I'll celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day since I'm non-binary. I get to celebrate both. Happy Mother's Day to me, Yarman. Say hi, Yarm. Yarman. Where's Shaggin? Where's Shaggin? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to watch that. But I am very happy to see that there was a ceasefire. Another thing that I want to call out. Yes, thank you. Is that yes, hey Zach. That's a cute emoticon. Emote, whatever. Another thing that I wanted to flag is or bring up that I just wanted to mention I thought was really funny, that's really sus, is that I actually emailed YouTube on the original thread, like the very long thread, the back and forth that I went with them for like a month. The back and forth of like trying to get my video back and then being like, fuck you, basically, kick rocks. So I emailed them twice over the last 10 days to be like, hey, I just want to clarify, when you demonetize somebody's channel permanently, are you demonetizing that channel or are you demonetizing that person? Because they don't say that. They say it's a channel, right? They say it's a channel. They say it's a channel demonetization. So theoretically, somebody could start a new channel and then monetize that channel. You know what I mean? They could theoretically start a new channel, monetize that channel. So I'm like, is the channel demonetized or is the person demonetized? And oddly enough, in a very sussery way, they're ignoring my email. They're ignoring it. They're getting it. They have it. They're getting it. They have it. And yet they can't answer. Why can't you answer a policy question? And you want to know what my conspiracy theory is? My conspiracy theory is, I'm like, okay, so why can't you just answer a policy question? Is it the case that if you demonetize somebody's channel, like they demonetized mine, and you say that it's a channel demonetization, right? If you demonetize somebody's channel and you say it's a demonetized, if you demonetize somebody's channel and you say that it's a channel demonetization, then theoretically, that if you do that and you demonetize somebody's channel to channel demonetization, then theoretically that person should be able to start a new channel and monetize that channel because it was a channel demonetization. So, that should be an easy thing to answer. If you say to somebody, your channel's demonetized, okay, well, that channel's demonetized. Anybody, whether it's me or anybody else, should be able to start another channel and monetize that channel, right? If you say that it's a channel demonetization, okay? They won't answer. They're just ignoring me. I know they're getting the emails. They're just ignoring me. And you know, want to know? Yeah, Bonnie, that is my conspiracy theory. The reason why I think they're doing it, is because they don't want to answer me because they know that the answer is, of course, you can make a new channel. But they don't want to tell me that. They don't want to answer me that because they're trying, like, Aggie, there you are, my little ham. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, thank you, Johan. Yes, and you can support me these ways: becoming a patron, becoming a member of Ko-Fi, or donating to Venmo or Cash App. Thank you. But I think the reason why they're not answering me is because they know that I know the answer. Yes, and follow me on Rumble. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, so I think the reason why they're not answering, and yes, definitely go to Twitch and watch on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, go watch on Twitch. And then also join the Discord. Join the Discord. I think that one of the reasons why they're not telling me or answering me is because they know that I know the answer. And they don't want to talk to me about it anymore because they also know that I'm trying. Because no matter how they answer it, I'm going to know that they're like fucking around. You know what I mean? Like no matter how they answer, I'm going to kind of know they're fucking around. And I think they know that. So that's why they're ignoring me. I don't know what happened to all my coasters. I had like a bunch of dachshund coasters that now I don't know where they are. I already have another channel. I just don't use it. But I wanted to force them to answer. That's why I kept emailing them, because I wanted to get them on the record. I wanted to get them on the record because I guess what I'm trying to say is the answer should be and is, of course, I can start a new channel and monetize a new channel. My AdSense is in good standing. I have a Google AdSense account, which is, connected to me, my social security number. It's in good standing. And it was a channel demonetization, not a person demonetization. And I know that. And they know I know that. So I wanted them to answer, because if they say, yeah, of course, then I'm going to be like, so why didn't you tell me that sooner? And if they say no, I'm going to be like, really? Because the policy says this. And the actual demonetization was of the channel, and the AdSense says this, and you guys are lying. And I think that they know that. They know that I'm going to call them out on a lie, so they don't want to answer. They're ignoring me. Did I show you guys? Okay, is this in my head? There are two things I'm wondering if I went over with you guys or if I didn't. I showed you guys, right? The embarrassing guy that had like a crazy psycho Zionist channel, and he whined on YouTube and got all of his followers to make a big stink and got it back. Did I talk about that? Or did I talk? I think I might have talked about that on Jen's podcast. I just can't remember if I just can't remember if I talked about it at all. Did I talk about it? I know I talked about it. I just can't remember if I talked about it in this live or if I talked about it in the live. I can't remember if I talked about it in this live. The embarrassing Zionist channel that did that, or if I talked about it on Jen's podcast. Oh, Melvin's barking. All right, hold on. What about talking yarn? Please also like and share the stream. Sharing is caring. Here we go. I don't know where all my coasters went. I had all these really cute dachshund coasters. Did anybody answer my question? Did anybody answer my question? Hold on, I'll pull this out so I can sit on the floor. Which, speaking of the question I asked that no one's answered yet, the question was, I talked about the embarrassing Zionist channel that got demonetized, and then they threw a tantrum on Twitter and got all their followers, like hundreds and hundreds of people, to comment on it, and then YouTube reversed it and was like, oh, we're sorry. And I was using that as an example to say, look at how they backed down when it came to this crazy Zionist channel, because hundreds and hundreds of people started going into YouTube's comments and were like, oh, why did you demonetize their channel and blah 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 blah, and YouTube was like, oh, we're sorry, and reinstated it. Did I talk about that I wanted to start a Discord? Did I talk about that with Mo? Yes, Johan, that was the name of the channel, Israeli Advocacy Movement. I'm just trying to remember because I did a lot of streams this week and podcasts. What I was asking was, what I was trying to remember was, did I talk about that already? Did I talk about that already? I think I might have. Oh, okay. I might have talked about it then on Jen's channel. Did any of you guys see me on Jen's podcast? I did also talk about that I want to start a Discord channel that is specifically to start organizing Palestinian advocacy, a coordinated Palestinian advocacy, digital advocacy, the way that the Zionists do. Sorry, those were two different questions I need you guys to answer, or I'd like for you guys to answer. Number one, what is this? Can somebody explain that to me? What are the balloons? Okay, I'm going to look this up right now. What does it mean when balloons show up on StreamYard? Oh, I guess it's just an enabled feature I have on StreamYard. That's so weird. Anyway, I asked two questions. The first question was, did you guys see did you guys hear me talk about it all that I want to start a Palestinian, like Arab, Muslim, Discord channel that is meant to organize and do rapid response, and fight back against Palestinian and pro-Palestinian advocacy censorship on all digital platforms, the way that the Zionists do, the way that the Zionists very successfully do. I want to start that. And I've been talking to Mo Hams about it, who recently got deplatformed from Instagram. And we were talking about creating it. Did I talk about that with you guys? Did I? I talked about on generational change. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. So I did talk about it, just not here. I talked about it on generational change. Okay. Did any of you guys see my appearance on there? That was good. It was really good to talk to them. I did, but I liked it and didn't listen yet. Awesome. Yeah, no, Mo is great. It's so disgusting what they did to him. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was really fun. But you know what I saw? You know what's so embarrassing? Hold on, let me share this with you guys. I don't know if you guys remember it. Many of you probably don't remember it, but I thought that this was really funny. Okay, I don't know if there's like a lag, but I feel like I'm asking you guys questions and I'm not getting answers for like a while in chat. Or maybe you guys are just not good at calls to action and call and response. Maybe you guys just aren't good at call and response and reactions. I feel like that always happens on all my videos where I'll write a video where I will be very specific about a call to action. I'm like, please do this. Please tag TikTok, and everybody in the comments will be swarmed with people that don't answer what I'm saying. Don't do what I'm saying. I'm like, guys, we got to get better. Guys, we got to get better at the call to actions, folks. We got to get better at the calls to action, folks. We got to get better at rapid response or not rapid response. We got to get better at call and response. Anyway, my point is, no. That's going to be totally separate. The thing I'm going to work on with Mo, that's going to be totally separate than my Discord, than like my content Discord. Because I think that collectively we need to start fighting back, because unfortunately too often I see people on the left or people who are pro-Palestine, even if they don't necessarily define themselves as being on the left, will have a very doomer attitude. I saw it with my own YouTube when I got demonetized. Everybody but basically just being like, oh, that sucks. Oh, well. And I saw the same reaction with Mo getting deplatformed on Instagram. A lot of people were like, oh, that really sucks. I love Mo. That was it. That was it. There was no like, fuck that. We're going to take them on. I feel like we really need to learn some valuable lessons from the Zionists and the right wing. The right wing are so much better at politics than the left is. But also, I think that we can really learn from the Zionists that they're incredibly organized. And like I said, people are always so doomer. Whenever I bring this up, they'll immediately start telling me all the reasons why it won't work or why we can't. Oh, well, the right wing is more organized. They're more homogenous. Okay, we can get organized. Oh, well, the Zionists have a lot of money. Yeah, but it's not just the money. The Zionists are also incredibly organized. They're incredibly organized. It doesn't cost any money to do a rapid response organizational tool using like Discord. That doesn't cost any money for us to start doing that. Think of it as volunteering. Like you're volunteering your time to fight back against the Zionist agenda. That doesn't cost any money. We don't need it. And there's way more of us than there are of them. So yes, the Zionists have a lot more money, but there's way more of us than there are of them. So why can't we have an organization where we fight back against their censorship? You guys think it's going to get better? It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And they do it on every platform. X is probably the best, but they do it on X too. They do it on YouTube. They do it on Twitter. They do it on TikTok. They do it on Instagram. They do it everywhere. So my question is to you guys, why do you think it is that they're deplatforming people left and right, demonetizing people, taking people's ability to speak away on all these different platforms? And there is way more of us pro-Palestinian people, anti-genocide people, pro-free speech people than there are of the Zionists. And yet, whenever I bring up, why don't we organize an organization like they do? Why don't we do our own version of Stop Anti-Semitism or our own version of APAC, where we're not but specifically focused on digital rights, where we're specifically focusing on fighting back against the digital censorship, where we're specifically focusing on fighting back against the digital censorship regime of the Zionists, which again, we don't need money for right now. We need people and organizing. And all I get from people is, yeah, but they have a lot of money. You know, it's like very nihilistic. It's very like, okay, but it's kind of like this. They're backed by money. Okay, well, we don't need money to organize. Or I get this. I'm no shade, no hate. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, or I get that. I get, oh, well, they have a lot of money. Well, we can organize. It doesn't cost any money to start an organization that we just basically start on like Discord and start organizing each other to fight back digitally. That doesn't cost any money. Or I get what that person just said. And again, no hate, but they go, okay, well, we'll just leave the platform. How does that help? How does just leaving the platforms that are integral to all of our lives, not a single one of us in our lives don't use social media. All of us do. And the answer is to just leave the platform. Do you think that they deplatformed Mo off Instagram because his voice wasn't important on there? He had over 1 million followers. Do you think that they targeted him because he wasn't an important voice? Delon, with respect, shut it. Respectfully. I do not like when people tell me not to be angry, not to be emotional, not to have passion. Stop. I'm not a robot. I am a passionate person. So this is how it is. Exactly. So that's my thing, okay? Thank you, Dawn. That's my thing. My thing is when people go, "Oh, well, just, stop using Instagram." No, guys, that's not how it works. Everybody uses these platforms all day, every day. And if they didn't matter, then the Zionists wouldn't work so hard to censor people. The Zionists wouldn't be working so hard to target people like Mo if his voice was not important. So what I'm saying is we need to start organizing to fight back against them in the digital arena. I don't need doomerism. I don't need what about their money. I don't need, well, just stop using Instagram. No, that is not the answer. The answer is, yeah, they have a lot more money. We have people. We're on the right side of history. Okay. The second thing of, oh, well, just stop using Instagram. That is a very outdated, not effective way to look at it. Everybody uses social media. And again, if the Zionists didn't find social media, all the platforms to be an integral part of their Hasbara and propaganda, they wouldn't be spending hundreds of millions of dollars on their shitty influencers. And they wouldn't be spending so much time trying to deplatform people. It's time to fight back. It is time to fight back. Is everybody getting what I'm saying? It's time to fight back. But not just a campaign, Theater, not just a campaign, because a campaign kind of implies that it's like a temporary thing. Like a campaign is like an event that has an end date. We don't need to have a campaign. We need to actually start what I would call like our own organization fighting for the digital rights of people who are anti-Zionist. That's what I would call it. Like a digital rights organization to fight back against the Zionist agenda, using our own abilities and talents and using their tactics. And what are their tactics that they use? It's not just the money, it is the organizing. They all no shade, but Electronic Freedom Frontier hasn't done shit that I know of as far as like actually fighting for people's digital rights. I reached out to them when my YouTube got demonetized, and I don't even think they responded to me. Or maybe they did with like a canned email being like, we don't deal with social media. Correct. We need to have a digital army that is centralized, because the Palestinian freedom movement, digital freedom movement, the anti-Zionist digital freedom movement is very decentralized, which is great, but there should also be a centralized part of this where we all have one place to gather, where when somebody comes under attack, we're there to go after the company. You know what I mean? It's using organization to pressure these places and bring awareness. So just one example, because I was talking about this to Mo the other night on TikTok Live. I had a TikTok Live the other day. I should upload it so you guys can see it on YouTube if you haven't. But I had a TikTok Live the other day with Mo and with Ahmed Casablanca, who is Gazan, who is Palestinian, and actually evacuated a couple months ago to Egypt during the genocide. And one of the things that we talked about was how we needed to have that same fucking energy. We needed to create a digital army, so to speak, a digital presence, a digital organization, whatever it is, where we have that kind of call to action, and that there are so many of us that when somebody like Mo gets targeted, we all go after whatever platform got targeted. You see what I mean? So like, let me just use Mo as an example. Mo got deplatformed. And as I said earlier, I saw a lot of like doomerism and a lot of people going like, oh, that sucks. I guess we should just not use Instagram, like whatever. What should have happened is, and if we had an organization, it could have happened. That's a good point. What should have happened when Mo got deplatformed, if we had had, let's say, a Discord, right? Let's say we had a Discord server and it is our digital army organization. I don't know what we call it, but the purpose of it is to fight against censorship, and deplatforming and targeting against anti-Zionist and pro-Palestinian creators on social media, right? So let's say that Mo got deplatformed and 100 of us in this organization, one of us put out a call to action. Mo put out a call to action in this Discord channel saying, I just got deplatformed from Meta. And then 100 of us went on Meta and started flooding their videos and their comment sections, bringing awareness to the injustice until Meta reinstated him. Because that's what that Israeli YouTube channel did, and it worked. Yes, correct. Yes. Yes. But that's what I mean. Do you guys see what I mean? Yeah, something like this, social media mutual aid project, but something like that, but this I feel like is a little too broad. It would be like digital mutual aid, and it would be about targeted censorship against anti-Zionist and pro-Palestine creators. Um yeah, something like that. ACMSF, but we need like a cuter acronym. I do think support forces is kind of funny. Uh Call ourselves the brigade. No. But okay. So yeah, anti-Zionist army brigade. Yeah, something like that. But the point is that um we don't have that right now when the Zionists do. Thank you. Yes, please definitely share the stream wherever you're watching it. Um we don't have that right now. Does everybody see what I'm saying? Um everybody, all the other organizations and Zionist organizations have a ton of organizations like that. We don't have that. I am talking that is one that is specifically against censorship for Palestinian voices and pro-Palestinian voices and anti-Zionist voices. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a broad anti-censorship campaign, First Amendment. I'm talking specifically this, just like the Zionists have. Just like the Zionists have. So and yeah, and learn from their tactics, but yeah, right? Right? Right. So it's again, it's not this is a very very specifically focused thing that we're talking about. We're talking about a very specifically focused digital organization that focuses on digital rights and social media and deplatforming and censorship of pro-Palestinian, anti-genocide, anti-Zionist voices. That is the specific thing that we're talking about. Because again, where was the outcry from people when Mo got banned? You know? There wasn't. There wasn't. There wasn't an organized effort. There was not an organized effort to get his account back. Yeah. So we need to yeah, so we need to organize I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so we need to organize a specifically very large digital army so that we can go after these social media companies when they deplatform one of our people. Do you guys see what I mean? You guys see what I mean? So that is the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to create an army of us, pro-Palestinian, anti-Zionist people that are all organized in a very centralized and organized way. Like I said, we can start with a Discord, okay? Yeah, like I said, we can start with a Discord, but it is a large amount of those of us who are pro-Palestinian, anti-Zionist, anti-genocide, anti-censorship that organize in an incredibly, very coordinated way so that when a person is targeted with big tech censorship for their pro-Palestinian speech, that there is an army of us that can go after the platform. That is the purpose. So that it is for the specific purpose, so that when somebody is targeted, like Mo was targeted on Instagram, we have a large army of people that can go after the platform in unison, in an organized fashion. I'll say it one more time. We are doing this in a way where so that when somebody, and again, I'll use Mo as an example because this just happened. The point of it is to organize all of us, pro-Palestinian, anti-genocide, anti-Zionist folks, anti-censorship, into a centralized place like a Discord where we can have a rapid response when somebody who is pro-Palestine, anti-genocide, anti-Zionist gets deplatformed or targeted with censorship. So that when someone like Mo gets targeted on Instagram like he did, there can be a rapid response of people who start going after the platform. And by going after, I mean, let's just say Mo got deplatformed and 15 of us who made content on there created videos calling them out. 15, like immediately. And then another 100 started writing at them and tagging them. 100 people started writing at them and tagging them. And we were in a very coordinated way pressuring them and bringing awareness to the platform that they were engaging in this censorship. No. Yay! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch folks. When I say centralized, I just mean one place for us to all be. I don't mean that it's going to be like authoritarian. I mean like it'll be decentralized in the sense that like anybody can join. When I say centralized, like there should be coordinated campaigns. And why should there be coordinated campaigns? Because uncoordinated campaigns lead to things petering out. Let me just say that part one more time. Uncoordinated campaigns lead to things petering out. Yeah, centralized just means coordinated. So when I say centralized, I mean we might have had a different response to what happened in Instagram. What? Oh, thank you. Somebody just sent me a Venmo or a Cash App. Which one? Alcides, thank you so much for the Venmo. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. When I say centralized, I mean in an organized way so that when something like what happened to Mo happens again, we can all respond to it. A large amount of people can respond to it and fight back against the censorship. Because when people don't do it in a coordinated way, it doesn't have as much of an effect. And I know this just from watching the way the right wing does it and the Zionists do it. When the Zionists all make a huge stink about something, then they get their way, like that guy did about his YouTube. He had a huge response from a lot of people who attacked YouTube. And so YouTube responded. Because in a way they had to, because there were so many people. And the right wing does that all the time. When somebody gets targeted on the right, oftentimes the response, if they get deplatformed, if they get banned, if they get demonetized, their response from the right is so overwhelming that the platforms are forced to respond. That is what I'm saying. That is what we need. Because too often when people get deplatformed that are pro-Palestine, nobody really says anything. And those who do, it is such a small amount that the outrage peters out before anything can change. You see what I mean? The outrage peters out before anything can change. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. In a way, yeah, that is what Ethan Decline does. That actually is what he does. Speaking of people using large groups of their like supporters to go and harass platforms until they do something, Ethan Decline literally did that with his community. He basically got his very large community to do a coordinated attack on a bunch of Arab creators at Twitch and got them all banned. And he took credit for it in his debate with Hassan. He took credit for it. When Hassan was like, you got them banned, he was like, yeah. No, I do not believe this. I wish that this was true. I don't believe it. If I'm wrong and he actually did, I will come on this app. I will buy a fucking MAGA hat. I will wear a fucking MAGA hat and I will eat my shoe if I am wrong about this. But I am sure that he is not going to do any of that. I don't think that any of that reporting is true. Yeah, he was proud. Yeah, they did. Ethan Decline's audience went after me too for one of my videos. So yeah, that's why I don't accept when people are like, that doesn't work. Yes, it does. What matters a lot is organization and the amount of people. So like, if you, like I said, there were some people that spoke out about what happened to Mo on Instagram. Meta, he was actually banned from all Meta platforms. A couple people did speak out about it, but it was very trickled. And as a result, it really didn't have a big impact. You know what I mean? Like, because of the fact that there wasn't a coordinated campaign the way like Ethan Decline coordinated his campaign with his community, it ended up being really trickled. Some people were speaking out, some people made comments, but it was so like disorganized. The people speaking out on his behalf, it was so disorganized, it was so trickled that it just didn't have a big impact. Exactly. We need to set the narrative and we need to be organized so that it has an impact. That's how this shit works. Yes, true. But Dawn, it is what it is. So my question is, why aren't we utilizing it? People do have online tribal communities. And people like Ethan Decline and AIPAC and the Israeli shills utilize that and their bot farms in order to go after other people. So why aren't we? Why aren't we organizing? And I'm not even saying organize to go after other people like they do. They organize to go after other people, to censor other people. I'm not even saying do that. I'm saying organize to go after the platforms to hold them accountable for their censorship. I'm not saying go after individuals or people like they do. They have people go after individuals and people. I'm saying, but they do also go after the platforms because they want to cry bully the platforms into deplatforming people like they did with Twitch. When Ethan Decline's community went after Twitch, they went after Twitch to cry bully about all those Muslim and Arab creators and got them banned. Right. So that is the point. The point is to organize our own digital army, not to go after random people like they do, but to go after the platforms that censor, that attack, that ban, that deplatform anti-Zionist, pro-Palestine creators. Because it's always for bullshit reasons. It's always for bullshit reasons. And hold them accountable for their censorship, hold them accountable for their deplatforming, hold them accountable for their targeting, and create campaigns to push back on them when they do this in a way that is coordinated and not haphazard. Use coordinated campaigns in a Discord with our pro-Palestinian army to push back against them on these digital platforms against their censorship and targeting of pro-Palestinian voices in a way that is organized, that is coordinated, so that it has an impact, so that it's not trickled out, so that it's not haphazard, so that it can actually be effective. Got it, everybody? Got it, everyone? Do we got it? Can we move on? Does everybody have it? Do we all have it? So we can move on. My favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:6-7. It's the tattoo I have on my arm. Yes. Okay, we got it. Everybody got it? BDS the change. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start that Discord and then I'm going to invite everybody. I'm going to start that Discord and then I'm going to invite everybody. Okay, so we all got it. We all got it. Okay, so we can move on. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this really, really funny. Okay, good. You guys get it. Okay, so I'm going to start that. I'm going to start that Discord and I'm going to invite everybody. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was really funny. It's like stupid. It's not like a huge deal. But I did think it was funny. Oops. Present image file. Okay, so when I was on Generational Change, this person that has low-key been harassing me, speaking of harassment, for like a month, okay? All because I brought up watching Sam Cedar's Jubilee video on stream one day. This person's name, Never Fall News Media. They were in my chat for a while, right? So as I was doing lives and in chat, this Never Fall person was in my chat and they had a meltdown one day because I was going to play the Sam Cedar video and he apparently really, really, really hates Sam Cedar and hates the Majority Report. Like really hates Sam Cedar and the Majority Report. Had a full ass like digital meltdown in the comments about me wanting to play this video. So I backed off because I thought that maybe they were like a nice person and they were just really emotional. So I was like, you know what? Okay, we don't have to watch the Sam Cedar thing today. We don't have to watch the Sam Cedar thing today. Okay. So I let it go. Since then, that person has been harassing me on Twitter. I actually had to block them. They would not stop harassing me on Twitter. They kept making like video, like tweets about me and saying that like I was like, I don't even remember. They were like creating like a bunch of bullshit and like attacking me on Twitter and saying that like I was really like a Zionist in disguise and like really crazy shit, honestly. And so I was on Jen's podcast the other night and I went to the comments and what do I see? What do I see? This person back again calling me Mossad. Honestly, like if you come in contact with this person, I would recommend just blocking them because this person seems genuinely unhealthy. Why they give a fuck about me, I don't know. But like literally, they followed me for a little bit on YouTube. Literally lost their fucking shit because I was going to play a Sam Cedar video that I didn't end up playing. I was going to play the Sam Cedar video that I didn't end up playing, trying to be nice to this person, trying to be accommodating to this person. And instead, they started harassing me on Twitter. They started saying that I was like a Zionist on Twitter. It was fucking crazy, like to the point where they kept tagging me and I had to block them. So here they are in Jen's comments on the podcast I'm on the other night. And they go, they called me Mossad. I guess I didn't get that. Part. And then the person responded, they're not Mossad. Like, that's ridiculous. LOL or something like that. And then the person went back and said, so you think Mossad is not in our media? So you don't think Mossad's in our media? Really? And then the person responded with like, haha, try again. And then this person wrote $200 Ray-Bans in a $500 leather jacket. This is an elitist, not a woman of the people. First of all, red flag that they keep misgendering me. This person knows I'm non-binary. So red flag that they keep saying woman. Second of all, these are the $200 glasses that they're claiming I have. I got these off of Poshmark for like $40. I don't actually remember exactly how much I paid for them on Poshmark, but they were considerably cheap. Anytime I want to buy something name brand that I really love, and there are a few brands that I do really love, and Ray-Ban is one of them, Free People is another one of them. I always get the shit off Poshmark. I'm not paying full price for that. The most hilarious thing, though, to me was the leather jacket. $500 leather jacket, clown. It's a pleather, like plastic jacket from Forever 21 that I didn't even get at Forever 21. I got it at Buffalo Exchange. So it was like $8. No, but literally though, it was like an $8 jacket, Forever 21 used jacket that I got at Buffalo Exchange. Because I am a thrift queen. I'm a thrift queen. But I think that yeah, it's like plastic. It's not even pleather. In fact, actually, I want to know the exact brand. I'm pretty sure it's Forever 21, but hold on, let me grab it. I just think it's funny. It's just, I guess my style is so good, the person assumes that I'm rich. I like how the tag says, this is faux leather. Hold on, let me look up the brand. Love Tree. Yes. Oh my gosh. So like I said, I buy all of my shit. If I'm not buying it off TikTok shop, I buy all my shit, my clothing from, unless it's like, cause it was like Palestinian, like kafiyas and shit like that, or Etsy, from thrift stores. I am a thrift queen. I am a thrift king. I'm a thrift king, queen, okay? Prince, princess. And I usually get shit from Beacon's Closet, Buffalo Exchange, Goodwill, or Poshmark. Poshmark is like a thrift store online. So, this is the $500 leather jacket that they're referring to, which is $13 on Poshmark. Yes, fam. This is the 13 on Poshmark, $13 on Poshmark right here. $25. Like, it's literally a cheap ass jacket, bro. It's like plastic. No, the thing is that what they don't get is it's just that I have such good style, bro. I just have such good style. They're like, oh, it must be an expensive jacket. I do love the idea of I'm probably actually less woke than Hassan, honestly. I'm a Christian, so I'm definitely probably less woke than Hassan. But I probably I just thought it was really, really funny. I just thought it was really funny. But I just have really good style, I guess. So I thought it was funny that that he thought that I was rich or that I was Mossad. As if I have money. Yeah, I think yes. Although I don't know why you're tagging them in my comments because I hopefully ban them. I think I ban them. I think I ban them. Because honestly, they kind of scare me. They kind of scare me because I think that it's a little creepy that they won't stop talking about me and that they're going into other people's lives to talk about me. It's weird. Like it's just there's just something odd and off about the obsession with me when I never talked to them. Like interacted with them so infrequently and the way they reacted when I wanted to watch that Sam Cedar video and then the way that they were stalking me on Twitter, it was just very creepy. It gave me very unhealthy stalker vibes. So yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure I banned them. And hopefully they're not using other names to stalk me. Yeah, they're just very creepy. So when I saw that they were in Jen's comments commenting on my appearance on Jen's podcast, I was like, yeah, this is creepy. This is creepy. Yes. Yes, I do. They're usually men. Uh Yeah, so anyway, what else were we talking about? If somebody wants to hate watch me, that's fine. The thing that I find very disturbing about this individual is the amount of attention that they spend on me. Like, I know that there are people that hate watch me. I know I got a lot of haters, and that's fine. But the way that this person has spent such a substantial amount of time and energy talking about me and stalking me and tweeting at me and going in other people's comments to talk about me, I just think it's creepy. There's just something disturbing about it. Yeah. Thank you, Boney Bird, for pointing this shit out. All these people were watching the live and only 3 of you have actually hit the like button. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? You know what's free? Hitting the like button. You know what's free? Subscribing to the channel. It's actually saying that we have 58 viewers on YouTube and 3 likes. Excuse me. Come on. Come on. Liking is free. Sharing is caring. Sharing is free. Subbing is free. Come on, fam. Come on, man. Are you guys liking it on Twitch too? Thank you. Yeah, I think actually that is what makes them the most mad. They seem to hate that I have a great sense of humor. They really don't like that. They really don't like that. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome and great. It was a call to action that actually worked. You know how earlier I was just complaining that I said that so much of the time, whenever I do like a call to action, like I'll be on TikTok. Like I told you guys this, my video got attacked on TikTok by Ethan Decline's community and they got it taken down. And I made a video being like on TikTok being like, can you guys please tag TikTok in the comments and tell them to give me my video back? And I got a shit ton of engagement on the video and literally barely anyone actually followed the CTA. Like people commented on the video, but no one actually like engaged with my call to action, which was please tag TikTok and tell them to give me my video back. No, literally no one did that. It was like 3 people. The rest of the people just commented with their own experiences, which is fine, but it just made me laugh and in frustration, like no one listens to calls to action. That's why we got to have this Discord, fam. That's why we got to have this Discord, because you know why my video was taken down? It was such bullshit. Because I criticized Ethan Decline for being racist and Islamophobic toward Hassan. That's why they got it taken down, for me criticizing him for being racist and Islamophobic toward Hassan. And I was trying to get my community on TikTok to tag them and demand that they put it back, and like barely anyone tagged them. They just like commented. So with that being said, I want to say thank you. Thank you to Boney for pointing that out, for pointing out that people were not liking the stream. And thank you for responding to the call to action. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for responding to the call to action. Thank you. Yeah, well, this is another reason why we need to get more rapid response for people to help people getting their shit, stop being taken down off social media. Because a lot of people will ask me, why don't you put as many parodies up? And part of that, well, there's 2 reasons. One, I have to be inspired. I can't like force myself to like do a parody video. I have to be inspired by some clown shit I saw. So if I see some clown shit, then I'll do it. The second reason though is because TikTok 9 times out of 10 takes my parodies down. Like I can't tell you how many times I put a parody video up, it started to go viral and TikTok took it down. No social media accounts. I deleted everything after getting out of jail. Oh, that sucks. What did you go to jail for? Or maybe you can't share. Hold on. Boney just gifted 10 channel subs. Thank you so much. And it's a hype train. I don't know. Level 3 hype train. Wait, hold on. I'm going to try to share this. Yes, it just sucks. I have such a hard time sharing. I need another monitor. Twitch. Because then it does this. this weird, where it starts. I don't know why it does that. It starts like, do you guys see what it's doing to the screen where it's like creating 4 or 5 or 6 different screens whenever I try to share Twitch? Okay, so it says the level 3 hype train at 80%. About to beat your last record. Woo! 100%! Woo! Thank you! Hype train! Level 3 completed. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. And shout out to old Boney Bird. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Yes. Yes. Just for you, Boney. Just for you, Boney, I'm doing it. In fact, why don't we do the video? I want to see the video, not just the audio. Okay. YouTube. No.
This list in Arabic.
He looks so embarrassing.
In this room, there is a list. This list in Arabic, this list says, in this room, there is a list.
You look so
this list in Arabic, this list says, we are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist
list.
This is Rantisi Hospital. And this is the place where I showed you the tunnel. I want you to see. You're now entering into the room where we...
What tunnel? How come he didn't show it? Where? Where's this tunnel? That tunnel over there with not showing anything.
The hostages were being held. I want you to look at this room. People are putting curtains with nothing above, just wall. No reason to put here a curtain unless you want to film hostages and deliver movies. Look at what Hamas is holding inside the hospital. I want you to understand, this kind of gear is a gear for a major fight. People shooting RPGs from hospitals. This is Hamas. Firing RPGs for hospitals. The world hospitals. This is Hamas. Firing RPGs for hospitals. This kind of gear is a gear for a major fight. People shooting RPGs from hospitals. This is Hamas. Firing RPGs for hospitals. The world has to understand who is Israel fighting against. They were all used in the massacre of the 7th of October. They even have bullets in this motorcycle. So they came back from the massacre on the 7th of October. We can see the ventilation air that was done improvisely to this area. And we can see infrastructures that was built in here. We are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of...
They skipped that there is a list. Did they take it out? Look at how they just skip over it.
We can see the ventilation air that was done improvisely to this area. And we can see infrastructures that was built in here says we are in an operation.
They skipped
The
it.
operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift next to a house of a terrorist. This is one of the senior terrorists who is the head of the operation.
That sounds like a fucking joke. Senior terrorist. Senior terrorist. Yeah, he is a sophomore terrorist. He's a senior terrorist. He's a mid-level terrorist. Like embarrassing. Terrorist. Oh my gosh. LOL. Amazing that they skipped it. You know what's really funny? They probably took it out because they knew that it became a meme. Like they actually realized and knew that it became a meme. And they didn't want people laughing at it anymore, so they took it out. Like that's what I genuinely think that's what happened. That they didn't like it, that people were laughing at it and making it a meme, so they removed it. Oh, that's a cute emote. Terrorist has no meaning when used by the right. It doesn't have any meaning when used by the West. Yeah, they're calling people who are protesting Elon Musk terrorists. They call literally everyone a terrorist. From the hype train. Yes, thank you guys for the hype train. Yay. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's a little dog. Oh my gosh. Why? Which one did you get? That little dog is adorable. At first, I thought you were a Zionist because the profile picture looked like a Israeli regime flag. I was like, oh my gosh. But then I realized it wasn't. It was awesome seeing you with Jen and Peter the other night. I love those two. I hope you're having, thank you. Hitting the like button. Thank you. I did. I really enjoyed being on their podcast. It was really nice. Oh, Boney, Mountain Hearts. I love that emote too. It's like a what do you call it? Like a not delusional. No. What do you call it when somebody has been up for too long? What do you call it? Not delusional, not disoriented, not discombobulated. There's another word for when somebody is delirious. That's the word I was looking for. That little bird looks delirious. Thank you. You can support me by in a varying amount of ways. You can support my work. Oh, thank you, Boney. That's so sweet. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. And you too, Emily. I didn't even know you were in here. Hey, how's it going? Yes, shout out to all my patrons and all my Ko-Fi members. Everybody who helps support my channel so that I can do this. Can send them and free users can unlock. I know, but I don't know how to make it. I don't have any of my own emotes. I don't know how to make them. It's really frustrating. Okay. I can't believe they took out the there's at least. Who? Who do you know that knows how to make them? Oh, you did? Okay, wait, hold on. All right, Johanna, I got you. So how do you find somebody? How do you find somebody that can make emotes? Right, but where do I find the person? Like, are they... No, I know. I don't know how to make them, though. So if I wanted to find somebody to make them, where do you even find people like that? Like, I don't know anyone that does. So it's like, where do you find someone to be like, hey, can I commission you to make emotes? Hey, Saul. No, what I want is emotes of Yarman and Eggy. Look at Yarman. Look at Yarman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, the reason why I'm not even like I'm already overwhelmed by the emotes thing is because I couldn't even make the notification. Like I was trying to make the notification and it didn't work. Like the subscription notification, I wanted this guy, that there is a lease guy, to come up and for them to say there is a lease every time somebody subscribed on Twitch. And I tried doing it. And it didn't work. So I am like send me an image of the dogs. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Maybe you can show me how to do it. Okay, what? Watch. Let me see. Thank you guys, everybody on Twitch, that I met my subscriber goal. All right, do you guys see this? Wait, did I upload this? This is in progress. Upload another emote. You have 9 emote slots available. Give your viewers more ways to express themselves. Wait, no, I didn't upload this. This must be like an example. Then it says give chat badges to your subs. Custom badges can change appearance over total resub time. Let viewers show their longtime support in chat. Make special rewards for your viewers. Custom channel points. Okay, so maybe I could try to do that. But also, this was the one I think I tried to do, was the alert. Yeah, I tried creating an alert and it didn't work. They have alert variants, Prime subscription alert, resubscription, or new subscriber. And I tried doing this. So this is the thing that's supposed to happen. And then, so that means that when anybody subscribes, whether it's a Prime subscription, resubscription or a new subscriber, it should have been doing this. And I tried to do one, and it didn't do anything. Maybe it was just having a bad day. Maybe it was just having a bad day. Yeah, so I'm going to try one more time. Okay, so there's the image. You guys see me doing it, okay? All right, so that's the visual, okay? Now I'm going to upload the audio. Okay, now I'm uploading the audio. Are you guys following? Can you guys see that I'm doing it? I'm literally doing it. What do you mean you have to enable Twitch's own built-in sub alerts? Do I not have them enabled? Wait. Wait, Emily, what do you mean? Do I not have them enabled? Oh, because I'm using StreamYard, but I'm trying to enable the alerts through the Twitch website. Like, I'm on the Twitch website right now. This is the Twitch website. All right, so I'm going to save the changes.
In this room, there is a list.
Save changes. Alert variant.
This list,
yeah, it says alert
in Arabic,
saved.
In Arabic, this list says, we are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every...
Back to alerts home. So where is it? Okay, so you guys saw, right, that I just turned that alert on. Where is it? Wait, why isn't it general settings? Visual and sound. I don't see the name.
In this room,
see, it's showing up.
There is a list. This.
Okay, so when I go to that, it shows that the alert was created. So why isn't it working? Wait. I'm not using Streamlabs. I don't use Streamlabs. I use StreamYard. Yeah, I just don't know why it doesn't work. Wait, who's talking about what did I miss about Zateo? Okay. Hold on, I'll just replay it. Who? All right, anyway, I don't know how to do it. I've tried looking it up on YouTube. The videos are not very helpful because this is specific to StreamYard. Anyway, I don't know why it's not working. I enabled the alert. I enabled the alert. You guys saw I enabled the alert. So, anyway, let's move on. We are going to talk about Shireen Abu Akleh because it is the 3-year anniversary today of her being killed by the IOF. And Zateo just came out with a documentary about it. I think that we should watch the preview and also go over some of the basics of what happened. All right, I'm going to run it. Bro, it's so sad. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. Bro, I played that entire thing in the screen. It wasn't on the screen. Sorry, you guys. I had to pee really bad and I had to get my water. Do you guys want to watch the trailer of the new Zateo film? I know, embarrassing. Embarrassing. I know. I thought that I put it on there. I didn't. It was still on Twitch the whole fucking time. Jeez. Okay. Oh, thank you, Clementine. You should tell him that. Yeah, that's what I always say. Whenever people are like, oh, you should go on to this or you should go on that, I'm like, tell them, bro. Tell them to have me on. Tell Mehdi that he should have me on. Thank you, by the way. That's very nice. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean like tweeted him or something. Or like put it in the comments of like his video. Like that's what I mean when I say that. I mean like yeah, like put it in the comments of his video on Zateo or like put it on like on his Twitter or whatever. That's what I mean. Yeah. No, Mira, you don't tell me that. Tell him that. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you guys want me to go on Mehdi Hassan's show, which I would love, you have to tell him that in his comments because he's not watching. He's not watching this stream. So you gotta tell him that in his comments. All right. Hold on. What did I do with Yeah, sure, why not? By the way, I forgot to tell you guys this, and then I want to watch that trailer of Shireen Abu Akleh. I forgot to tell you guys this that I I had to confess this, you guys, and I think most of you who were in that live that Sunday, I think it was last Sunday. It was last Sunday, I think. But I'll have to confess it to you guys now that I actually was lying when I said I wasn't going to go to that event for the Zohra Mandami mayor event. And the reason why I ended up having to lie and tell you guys that I actually wasn't going was because I was getting threatened by Zionists and I was afraid that they were going to show up at the event. So I did go and it was a great event, but that's why I lied. I was getting threats in my DMs from Zionists and I was worried that they were going to show up. So I didn't want to be like making announcements about where I was going to be. So yeah, but I went to the event and it was great. And yeah, thankfully, as it turned out, there were a bunch of crazy fucking Zionists there protesting. There's this one like mentally ill guy that walks around with like an Israeli flag shirt that's like a psycho, and he screams and screams and screams. But anyway, thankfully when we went to the event, there was a lot of security. There was actually a lot of security. So yeah, it ended up being fine. I mentioned in a few comments ago, but I'm not sure why. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. No, no, no. Come on, guys. I got to become the biggest queer. I've got to be the biggest queer non-binary person on Twitch, okay? I know. I know. All right, let's watch this. I want to watch this trailer. Yeah, sure. I'm always down. I'm always down. Where are you from? An interview for what? Oh, one-on-one, it looks like. One-on-one, it looks like. Is the name of your thing, I'm assuming. Mhm. Bro, they still do the they throw you off a roof shit. Especially on your non-binarism and your Palestine. Yeah, I'm down. Just send me an email. Anytime somebody wants to like set up an interview or something, the best way to do that is through email, which is at it's iamblakely@gmail.com. Blakely has 2 E's. People always forget that second E. Synergy. Wait, what are you talking about, Emily? Oh, ham. Shaggin. Yarman. Oh, my. Wait, what are you guys talking about? My screen is frozen. Bro. Okay. You guys, I'm scared. My appointment to start my implant process is on Wednesday. I'm scared. Dogo looks like Snoopy. He does. I actually considered naming him Snoopy, but then I decided not to because I felt like he needed his own identity. I didn't want to name him after Snoopy because Snoopy is Snoopy, you know? You can't replicate Snoopy. So I was like, oh no, I need his he needs his own name. Egbert the Third. Oh my god. Why, I love you. Wait, our crazy president's going to announce something important today. What? Snoopy and Yarman. What is it? Yarman! No! Oh my God. Oh my God. Yarman! It's so cute how he cries. It's like so pathetic. No! Why are you crying? Yes, I did. I made a video about it too, that Rumesa got released, which is amazing. Yarman is a Zarin, kind of, actually. No, he's not a Zarin. You're perfect, Yarman. You're not that Yarman. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know, my dogs are amazing. They're very needy, but they're amazing. Yarman is especially needy. How to enable? Oh my God. For clip. I know, he is really clingy. It's sweet. It is sweet. But Terry, who's Terry? Okay. Yeah. Let's watch this. Did you guys hear that garbage propagandist and Hezbollah Brianna Wu when she was in the Israeli regime, she not only was visiting with settlers, she visited with that insane terrorist organization, Betar, that are so insane that even the ADL had to condemn them. She met with them. Insane. And you guys heard about how they're going to be doing propaganda to try to normalize the occupation or the annexation of the West Bank, the occupied West Bank, and how they're going to try to normalize the settlements in the international community. I guarantee you she is probably doing propaganda on behalf of that. I bet they're hiring her to do propaganda on behalf of that. Because why is she? Tell me why this reporting came out right around the time that she's trying to normalize the settlers. Tell me why. Why is it that she's trying to normalize the settlers right around the time reporting comes out that says that the Israeli regime is going to start paying influencers? Did you hear me? The Israeli regime is going to start paying influencers to try to normalize the illegal settlers in the occupied West Bank. Yes, I did see that. I actually went to a screening. I got invited by one of the filmmakers to go see that screening in New York City, and I saw it. It was amazing. Let me say it one more time. The Israeli regime is going to do a new PR push, a coordinated campaign to try to get influencers to normalize the illegal settlements in the occupied West Bank that are illegal under international law. And I'm telling you right now that I'm betting that Brianna Wu is going to be one of those paid propagandists, because why else is she doing a media tour in the Israeli regime where she's meeting with settlers, trying to normalize them, and meeting with Betar, which is a terrorist organization that is so deranged that even the ADL had to distance themselves from it. Of course she did. That's what they literally love to do that, to use gay people. They love using gay people and trans people, being like, look, we love gay people and trans people, trying to like pink wash their fucking genocide. Or they use black people. They'll be like, look, we have black soldiers. Look, guys, there are black people in the IOF. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, it's really disgusting. No, I know. They're literally disgusting. They're literally an extremist hate group. They're an extremist hate group. And she met with them to do propaganda. So I'm telling you right now, she's probably going to be one of the people that gets paid to do that, because she's doing it. She's doing it. Why are you meeting with Bitar? Why are you meeting with Bitar? Why are you hanging out with settlers? Why are you hanging out with settlers? Something sus. And yet she's still on the payroll of Rebellion PAC. People should ask Jank why that is. Why is she still on the payroll of Rebellion PAC? Literal, insane extremist. People need to be aware of what they're doing. People need to be aware of what they're doing, what she is doing. Yeah, so anyway, let's watch this trailer. Shireen Abu Akleh was killed 3 years ago today. It also came out recently that in the reporting that the Biden administration actually helped the Israeli regime cover up an investigation for what really happened and who was responsible for the murder of Shireen Abu Akleh. And it also came out that they didn't try to render aid to her. LOL. LOL. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try to I want to watch this again because I didn't, like an idiot, have the screen on earlier. Wait, Russell Brand, Dave Rubin, and Jillian Michaels were all in a show together. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. It really, what a who's who of grifters. Sorry, I just saw the thumbnail in the corner. What a who's who of grifters. They're all three of them are lying grifters. Like, and I say that as somebody who has criticized the use of the term grifter being overused. I do feel like sometimes that sometimes the term grifter is overused, but those three are perfect examples of what a grifter actually is. All three of them, Rave Dubin, Jillian Michaels, Russell Brand, they are all three like massive grifters. That's a cute emoji. I know. I used to kind of like Russell Brand too. I always kind of liked Russell Brand because I thought he was funny, but also I felt like I related to him because he was also an addict. and has been sober, and as somebody who is an addict and has been sober, like I always liked that, like he was sober, but no, he's a psycho. He's a psycho, and he's doing this whole like Christian grift in order, I think, to escape the allegations of sexual assault that are against him. Because he knows that there's no one that loves to cover up sexual assault more than the evangelicals. Okay. Yeah, so just to sorry, I got so distracted by that like grift thumbnail because all three of those people are the absolute fucking worst. Okay, so anyway, Shireen Abu Akleh, amazing Al Jazeera journalist for decades. And she was killed by the occupation approximately she was killed by the occupation approximately 3 years, or not approximately, sorry, exactly 3 years ago today. While she was covering a raid by the occupied in the occupied West Bank village of Jenin, or town of Jenin, in a refugee camp.
It's been almost 3 years to the day since Al Jazeera journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was shot dead by Israeli forces while covering a raid in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. The army initially denied responsibility, even suggesting Palestinian fighters were to blame.
But they lied, of course. Of course they said it was Palestinians that did it. Of course they said it was Palestinians that did it. And it's just so sad. It's so sad. And you see them trying to help her. Like, it's actually like really heartbreaking. It's really, really, really heartbreaking that she was trying to just do her job, and it was an assassination. They assassinated her. And then, you see the journalist trying to help her. It's so sad. And they shoot at them. You see the journalist trying to help her, and they shoot at them, and then they attacked her funeral, which is, I didn't mention that in my video, and actually I wish I would have. My video I made today commemorating her assassination. Yeah, exactly, Johan. That's what I'm saying. Even in death, they're terrorizing her. Like, it's so I actually remember thinking this at the time, and I didn't even know anything about how bad the Israeli regime was that, like, I did not realize that, like, back then how bad it was. And I remember thinking at the time how insane it was. How insane it was that they attacked her funeral. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, why are they attacking a funeral? So sad. Because Shireen Abu Akleh was a Palestinian Christian. I know that a lot of people who are like racist and shit don't realize that, like, and Islamophobic don't realize that, like, not everybody in Palestine is Muslim. There are also Palestinian Christians, many of whom have been driven out of Palestine by settlers.
But when the volume of evidence became undeniable, Israel eventually admitted there was a high possibility its forces were responsible. Now, filmmakers behind Who Killed Shireen say they've discovered the name of the soldier who killed her.
Did you ever talk to the guy who fired the shots?
Of course. I'm not in prison.
And we wanted to find out why, and we set out to do so, to find out exactly who was behind her killing. And so we did identify the soldier himself. He was a 20-year-old Israeli soldier on his first combat tour in the West Bank.
She is the first American Palestinian journalist who has been killed by Israeli forces.
The film also explores the Biden administration's shift from calling for the shooter to be prosecuted to saying
they actually had this event at City Cinemas in New York City. I wish I could have gone, brah. Wish I could have gone.
Palestinian American journalist's death was simply an accident.
Sure. The Biden administration itself concluded early on that the Israeli soldier had intentionally targeted her, but that conclusion was overruled internally. We found some concerning evidence that both Israel and the Biden administration had covered up Shireen's killing and allowed the soldier to get away without any accountability.
The film is the latest chapter in the now 3-year fight for answers and accountability led by Shireen's family.
I'm sure it will shed more light and proof that she was systematically targeted like other journalists in Palestine by the Israeli army. I really appreciate all those who worked on this and made it happen. It's really important for the family.
In the years following Shireen's murder, more than 200 Palestinian journalists have been killed by Israel. Filmmakers say they want to put that in the spotlight.
We hope that people will be reminded of what an icon Shireen was. We hope that it will lead to further investigation by the U.S.
The U.S. should have actually come forward and actually press the fact that an American citizen was killed intentionally by IDF.
Who killed Shireen brings more evidence to light 3 years on from her killing, but it's unlikely to force more accountability from Israel. Ferdy Akar, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to
That's just... It's so enraging, bro. It is so enraging. It's so sad. Makes me so sad. It makes me so enraged that the Biden administration knew that they killed her intentionally. But they did their typical bullshit of, we didn't do it. We investigated ourselves and found we did nothing wrong. Okay, we did do it, but it was an accident. Then they found out that it wasn't an accident, it was intentional, but the Biden administration helped them cover it up. Absolutely disgusting. Boney, I saw that you shared in Twitch a link to the Who Killed Shireen trailer, I think, which I'm going to play when we switch to Rumble. Yeah, it's like a, okay, I see. It's like a, I think a trailer. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I see it. All right, we'll watch it when we switch to Rumble. Wait, what? Hold, I'm going to check. See. Ah! It's so cute! Ah! Shorty! I love it, Emily. It's so cute. Oh, it's you. So how do I can just upload this and make it as an emote on Twitch? Hold on. I'm going to see if I can make it an emote on Twitch. Hold on. Creator dashboard. How do I... Okay. Okay. All right, I just am curious to see if wait. I'm just curious to see if it'll work if you guys try to use it. How come it's not letting me save it from Discord? Like, it's not letting me download it. Ugh. Why isn't it letting me download the image? It's not letting me save the image off Discord. At the top of the image, click. That's what I did, though. No, see, it says it only gives me the option to copy the message, mark as unread, apps, pin message, copy text, reply, or add a reaction. Or edit the image. Oh, wait. No, never mind. No, I'm going to show you guys because I want you to see that I'm not crazy, okay? Look at how it doesn't... See, Emily, you showed me this picture, but when I go to it, look at mine. There is no save option. It says either zoom in, forward, open in browser, and then when you hit more, it hits copy link, view details, file name, size. There is no option on my end to download it. See? Do you guys see that? When I click on the image, open in the browser. Do you guys see though that but you guys saw that it didn't give me an option to download it, right? I'm not crazy. That little like save icon wasn't there. Just saying. Okay. Let's try this again. Yay, shagging. Yay, shagging. We'll call it side-eye shaking. We'll do some side-eye shaking. Because I call him shaking a lot. That's what I'm naming it. All right, so now it tells me that I have the emote, okay. Tier 1, what does that mean? Pending approval. Okay. Says it, okay, it says it's pending approval. I don't know why. But hopefully it'll work and you guys can use it. How long does it take to approve? How long does it take to be approved? It's so cute, though, you guys. I love it, Emily. Thank you for making that. I love it. It's so cute. It's side-eye shaking. Hopefully it'll let you guys use it next time. Okay. Cool. Oh, you're probably right. They probably don't want they probably don't want people like making like illegal or like inappropriate fucking what you call it, emotes. Okay, well, we're gonna switch over to Rumble in a moment and watch that preview of watch that video. Yeah, it's about 8 minutes in the part of the Rumble stream. So before I see you guys over there, I am going to say once again, first of all, that is so cute. The little dog with the heart. Oh. I want to say yes, join on Rumble if you want to watch that video with me. And I know approved by who, right? Please sub to the channel, like the stream on your way out if you haven't liked the stream already, okay? Please like the stream on whatever platform you're watching it on, and please follow me on Rumble. And yeah, I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. And we'll watch the rest of it on Rumble. For everyone who's not, wait. Yes, if you pay for Amazon Prime, you can get the Twitch sub for free. So yeah, see you guys in like 5 minutes. Thank you everybody who joined. If you're not going to join for the last part on Rumble, thank you everyone who did join. I love you all. Shout out to all my patrons, Ko-Fi members, people who donate on Venmo and YouTube. I mean, in Cash App. And shout out to my amazing mods, Emily, Old Boney Bird, and Johan. Thank you guys. And I will see you on Thursday. Everybody wish me luck because the first part of my teeth thing, my implant, is going to be starting next Wednesday. So please wish me luck. All right, everybody. See you in 5. Free Palestine.